Hi, it's Gary Leonard on New Year's Eve. And like most people, not most, some people usually try to have a New Year's resolution. And I've got some suggestions for you, actually one suggestion. I want you to try and to resolve to improve the quality of your life. How do you do that? What can you do? With me personally, I strive for some balance between, I balance my obsessions like we talked about before, but I try and balance between my faith, my family, my friends, my career, which I'm retired now, but I still have a career. But fitness is part of that. And you'll find if you are lucky enough to make this decision and you decide to pursue not a career, but certainly a way of improving your fitness level, your quality of life will improve. It's a promise. Be wise about it, and there's some steps involved. First thing, make the decision. Don't hem and haw. Make a decision and actively go out and pursue how you're going to do this. Now, when it comes down to fitness, there is a plethora. There are gyms out there. They're everywhere. Fitness facilities, everything from small boutique personal trainer gyms to massive facilities that train professional athletes and bodybuilders and women fitness experts. And I mean, it's just everything's out there. One that's interesting, that kind of strikes me as interesting, is Planet Fitness. I actually visited a Planet Fitness, and they say we don't judge. And I walked in there, went right up to the manager. I said, "You guys judge?" And they go, "Yeah, we do." Okay, so of course they judge, but their marketing program is to get people involved. They charge so little that you really don't have a financial motivation to go in. However, they have personal trainers. They don't have individual trainers, but they have classes. I think personally it could be a great way to get introduced into it. They've got good equipment. I'm still kind of curious how they can afford to have the size of the facilities they have and still make a profit. But all I can think of is that they have these massive facilities and not that many of their members actively, I mean, really come in and use those facilities because, again, they're paying whatever it is, nothing down and $5. I mean, it's really crazy what they charge. However, if that's what it takes to get you in there and get started, then do that. Planet Fitness, I got no complaints about that. The whole lunk alert thing, yeah, I took that a little bit personal because I'm pretty much a lunk. But then, if you look at their rules, they're the same rules that I talked about gym etiquette before. You just don't want idiots in the gym banging weights around, certainly not walking around with their shirts off or, inappropriate clothing, those types of things. They don't belong in a facility where people are trying to get healthy, okay? So you need to pick a gym, okay? Then you need to find a trainer. And a lot of the gyms will have trainers for you. You don't have to have a trainer. I recommend it because it's just like I've skied for 57 years now, and I learned more after taking a couple of lessons. After 25 years of skiing, I learned more in like 2 lessons than I learned in that first 25 years. And I went, oh, that's how you do it. So it's the same thing. You can go into a gym. The gym will give you an introductory, usually they'll give you an introductory workout program. Some are very generic, some are very rubber stamped, some are personalized. With Iron Mike, I know he personalizes all of his training. But it's like taking a lesson. Go in there and take some lessons on how to do what you're going to do and learn about your body. Learn how your body reacts to exercise. Learn what feels good, what doesn't feel good. Learn what you need to do, what you don't need to do. Learn the proper way to do some things. And again, I go back to talking a little bit about all those perfect form people, one of my previous videos. There's a lot of different ways of working out, and there's so many different exercises now. And you also have the I forget the aerobic guys that do all the really strange exercises. It's almost a cult, but they CrossFit, yeah, CrossFit. It's almost a cult, but you know what? They're doing a lot of stuff, and those people are getting in great shape. And if they're doing it right and they're not getting injured, more power to them. That's another thing. I can't really judge anybody else's workout style because mine's bad enough. Like I said, I'm an advanced cheater versus beginning and intermediates. Now, after you've gotten a little bit of an education, there's a critical time frame. In some of the previous videos we talk about these, and it's about 12 to 16 weeks, 3 to 4 months, where you're getting some results, but now they start falling off a little bit. You don't kind of get the results that you really want to have, and you need to make it past that. You need to make it through that. That's when it's probably time to change your routine up a little bit. kind of reassess what your goals and objectives are. Don't set long-term goals when you first come into the gym. Don't do that. Find out how your body responds. Find out how it's going to work before you try and set any type of long-term goal. Set short-term goals. Like this week I'm going to do this much. Next week I'm going to do this much. Maybe it's a matter of setting up, maybe it's weight sets and reps. Maybe it's how long you work out. Can you do the same amount of work in a shorter period of time? Or can you do that much more work in the same period of time? Those are the types of things, those are the short-term goals. That's what you need to strive toward. Okay? Measuring percentage of body fat with pinching or hydrostatic or bioimpedance. Body fat percentages, I'm not a big fan of people that swear by those. Let you tell how you feel. I have some people that are really heavy, but they feel great. I can't criticize that. And they're working out hard. They're getting in better shape. And I have some other friends that have lost a tremendous amount of weight to the point of being a little bit stringy, but they feel good. So, if that's what you want to do, then do that. Just make sure you stay healthy. So now, make it past that 3 or 4 months. Now, we were talking a little bit about picking a gym. Aside from the actual facility itself, different gyms have different cultures. And you can take a tour of a gym and kind of pick up that culture as you're walking around the gym. Okay, now things you want to look for are people talking to each other.
I felt that I needed to put a little bit of an addendum onto what I was talking about earlier outside. So I'm on my way to work this evening. This is New Year's Eve, and I'm working up at the ski hill. So anyway, when I said pick a gym that you enjoy, it'll be difficult, and I would suggest you visit as many gyms as you possibly can, or as many fitness facilities as you can. Sometimes it might be a YMCA, or in Coeur d'Alene they have the Croc Center where you can swim. There's so many options out there for you to get fit, and if you're going to remember the 4 things I've talked about almost every video was keep it simple, keep it fun, be persistent, be patient. If you're going to keep all 4 of those things in place, you're going to survive. But if you don't like where you're working out, or you don't like the people that are around when you're working out, you're probably not going to be persistent. And I'll tell you right now, I know there's times when I'm not very patient. So remember to shop around, find a place that suits your personality type and where you think you'll really fit in well. And like earlier I said, the Planet Fitness thing, we don't have any of those up here anywhere, I don't think. But after talking to a manager, I said, well, you guys do judge. He goes, yeah, we judge. So, they just don't judge people that aren't in shape. They judge people that are in shape, kind of, but they really don't. Anyway, great marketing scheme, and I really can't say a whole lot of bad things about it. So I want to wish you all a happy new year. By the time this gets published, you guys might be, if anybody's seeing it, it's going to be after the evening, so I hope you all survive. Be smart tonight. So have a very happy new year, and good luck with your lifestyle change for a healthier, happier lifestyle.